Hello, welcome back to episode, what was it, 43 or 44 of the Alec Steele Show? Either which way, fabulous to have you here. It's going to be good. What's going on, Sam? You're looking at the computer confused. Are we good? Okay, great. Episode 43 or 44, I can't remember, but we're going to be making a hammer. Now, you guys have seen loads of hammer making videos over the past month, I understand. This is going to be a little different because we're going to do the whole thing with a striker, and in this stream, we're going to do the entire thing start to finish, provided it doesn't take, like, 50 hours, which I doubt it will. I think we can hammer this out pretty snappy, provided Sam is going to hit like a blacksmith instead of a farrier. I think that might make a good t-shirt. Stop hitting it like a farrier? Probably get me... It probably wouldn't let you be very welcome at... Sorry? You should hit it like a farrier is what you think. I think he's wrong. So, we got a piece of steel in the fire. It's hot. I've center punched top and bottom. Sam, what do you say? Should we punch a hole? Great. Looks like people are coming in. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're going to do some blacksmithing. I'm going to be working kind of right about here, Sam, just so you know, for the split screen. There we go. That's great. You ready, Sam? It's going to be some tiring work. I'm going to turn these on. Here we go. So, let's pull this out of the fire. I can put a glove on for this. It's wonderful having you all here. There we go. See if I can find my center punch marks. I want a medium blow, not too hard. I'm then going to have a look at it. I need to come over to me, so I'm going to tilt the billet. There we go. That's a little better. Now, why is it... Use the other side of the sledge. Perfect. Why is it that we're making another hammer? We're making another hammer because I can't count. Never trust me to count anything if you ever stumble across me and you say, hey, Alec, can you count... Ow. Can you count something for me? Never trust whatever I come up with.
A little out of touch.
You haven't swung a sledgehammer in a long while, have you? Tut tut. Sam has been slacking.
I tried to change my bore.
Sorry?
I tried to give it a bit more up, and But it turns out I'm just going to swing it like a farrier.
Tut tut tut. Anyway, the reason I'm making a hammer is because I can't count. And if you're wondering why not counting would mean that you make a hammer, the reason is that I didn't count correctly the amount of orders, and I didn't count correctly the amount of steel going in the fire. Either which one. There was a point in time where I didn't count, and so we are one hammer short. This is the last hammer remaining. So the gentleman has been emailed, nice apologetic email. I mean, very silly on my part to have not double-checked throughout the process. But this is going to be fun nonetheless. I haven't made a hammer with a striker in a while now. It's got to be a month and a half. Well, I mean, goodness, the last completed hammer maybe March 1st, that cross peen. But we've never done the full hammer making process on video here. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be good fun hanging out with you all the whole way through and giving a little bit of an insight as to how this, all of these hammers that I made, the 70 odd that are made, how they were all made. Are we good over here, guys, with the comments? All coming through well? 770, wonderful. So we have Ben in the workshop. How are you, Ben? Welcome to the stream.
Lovely to be here.
He says it's lovely to be here. Sam obviously is here. Now, we coordinated outfits, so we're wearing the exact same thing. Wrangler jeans, the exact same t-shirt. They're not Wranglers?
These are actually Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss. It's a little upmarket, Sam. Goodness.
Not really.
They probably cost like 5 times as much as the Wranglers.
They weren't too bad.
Really?
I've had them for like 2 years now.
Work jeans now.
Yes.
How are you all? Why did I want Sam to use the other side of the sledge? Great question. If you go ahead and go into the zoomed in.
Oh, that's right now.
Other one. There we go. And if I can just see the screen. Sorry. So this is the good side of the sledge. It's a little rounded. This is the bad side of the sledge. Blake, who visited, he once took a chip out of that. So he took a chip out of it. I then had to grind it so it wouldn't be an issue. But this is also a flat side of the sledge. It's a lot easier to hit a top tool with the flat side, with the rounded side of a sledge, because when you're hitting things have a sniffly nose. When you're hitting things flat on flat, what tends to happen is the hammer kind of, not once then, but usually, okay, this is a poor example. I guess it has a very hard crown. That's a poor example. What I was about to explain was that when you're trying to hit flat on flat and you don't get it right, the hammer usually flies off in different directions. Every single demonstration I've done of that, it does so. However, when you drop a round onto a flat, it always comes straight up, which means that you seem to get less jarring when you're forging with the round side of it. So when we're striking tools where it's got a flat surface, it seems to be a little easier, a little less skipping and dancing of the tool or the sledge by using the rounder side of the sledge. That's why I asked him to switch it on over. Hello, Dobster from Georgia. Hello, everybody. We're making a hammer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, you ready, Sam? I believe we're about to be hot. There we go. Let's keep punching this hole. It's a lot of beeswax. That's why you wear eye protection. Stuck. Slap it off of there. And I'm going to grab a rag while that cools so I can wipe off that excess beeswax. That would have been a great one to film in the slow-mo. That would have came up just beautifully. Make sure that's nice and cool. And my rag has fallen off already. Okay, great. I'm going to flip it over, tap off my scale, cool my tool, look for the mark, and we're going to come into the other side. This isn't going to be one of the greatest holes that I've ever punched. Tiny pinprick. This isn't going to be one of the greatest ones. I'm going in at a slight angle from the top. I'm going to try and line it up perfectly. Oh, wait. A little harder. I'm going to turn it around with each blow. See how it's going. Okay. Wait. Tilt this, move it over, keep that tool cool. I'm out of practice, I haven't done this in a while. There we go, that's a little better. We all get out of practice. Make sure it's straight. Of course, the great thing about the hydraulic press is how much easier it is. Doing 70 of them. 2 strokes per one. That's all right. This is fun though. Working with a striker is very enjoyable. It's very much the kind of the backbone to what I know. Apparently, this is at the same time of the Champion League finals. Is that football?
I believe so.
Soccer? Sorry, I've got to make sure that we're, speaking a correct form of English that all of us can understand. Everybody knows what soccer is. Sam was a professional soccer player back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Played for Manchester. Got a pretty good track record. I don't know. I'm trying to sound football-y. I don't know what you'd call a player that's done well. He did not play for Manchester. He played for Leeds. Great Yarmouth. That would be the one, wouldn't it? Okay, so we have a plug almost coming out. You can go wide if you wanted. If you just do this. There we go. And there we go. There's the plug. It's dropped out of there. That's actually pretty good. I'm actually quite happy with that hole. Oh, we're not going to have any issues from that whatsoever, so that's very good. What's up? Are we, hello? What's happened?
It's all right.
Is it just the computer that, okay. I have no idea what they're doing. I can read some comments. How are we all? How are we all? How are we all? How come you don't have a forge in with the power hammers, etc., saving a constant back and forth? Because here I can at least keep a little bit of the heat out of that room. I don't want to be pumping the heat into that room because I can't ventilate the room very easily, so I can't cool it down. Here at least the heat is much closer to the exit, so it gets out of there. As well, I quite like, especially when I'm doing like the production work, I like working away from the heat, and I like, though it takes a lot more time and more effort, I like getting up from the machine, especially when I was doing those hammers. I liked getting up from the machine, being able to stand up, walk to the forge, you know, stand up straight, stretch a little bit, grab another piece and go back. I felt that though I might have spent an extra, whatever it would add up in a day, 20 minutes, I felt that it was worth being able to actually stand up and walk around and move a little bit from piece to piece. Fantastic question by Quirker Fleeg in the YouTube Super Chat feature, which you should definitely use. It's a great way to support the channel if you want to throw some bucks our way. Quirker Fleeg asks, Alec, can you give us a clue to what Damascus wonders we're going to see over the next month now that you're back to full-time vlogs? Great question. I want to do a sword this month here in June. A sword needs to get completed. I need to complete these hinges, and I still have many more days work on those. Real undertaking. It's going to be a whole hog of a thing to get those looking how I want to get them looking. So that's going to be fun. And once that's done, I'm going to Serbia for a shooting trip, which is going to be fun. A pistol shooting course. I'm going to really enjoy myself there in the Serbian heat. Yes, this is England, and we have to travel to Serbia to do some pistol shooting. That's how it goes. And after that, it's then back into the workshop, probably immediately starting on making up a big block of Damascus steel to make a sword from. And then cut some cool things with the sword. I can't wait. I can't wait. So I'm very excited. A sword is going to get done, and maybe it's going to mean that I get addicted to making swords and I then make loads of swords. So there we go. You ready, Sam? Not quite hard enough. Turn up the regulator a touch. There we go. So I'm going to set up my anvil so I'm ready. Very good job I didn't come out of the forge there before I was set up. I need to make sure I have a drift handy. And where's my hammer? Whoa, if you can get that Where's My Hammer t-shirt. Where's my hammer? There is my hammer. So I'm going to come out, put the piece on there, start driving the drift. It's going to go well. All good, Sam? Any good questions coming in? Right, who are they suggesting? Man at Arms. I don't know if they do a collaboration. I think they're working on a TV series. And they're what?
They're kind of overdue, isn't it? Their own.
Yeah, they're working on a TV series. I mean, it's a company rather than kind of individuals. It's like a production company, as far as I understand, that does the whole thing. Did I finish the hinges for my box? No, absolutely not. Haven't touched them since you last saw them. So I'm going to be back on that on Monday. And it's going to be fun. Many more days of work to go with that. What else is going on in the comments? What part of England am I from? Look in the description of any of my videos or Google me. It's simple, but I'll help you. I'll give you enough time to Google it. And you will know by now if you Googled it. But I'm in Norwich. There we go. For those who are curious and didn't actually really care that much to Google, you now know, but you Googled it and you know too, which is great. What kind of sword will I try to make? I don't know. I think I want to make a sword that's fitting. So, like, i.e. fitting in terms of any movie releases that are coming out, any video game releases that are coming out. Try and make something that fits in with something new and big that's happening. so that we can kind of leverage a little more views off of that, which would be exciting. So I still haven't picked what sword I want to make, but I'm sure it'll be very exciting. I definitely do want to do something with Wrangler Star. I want to set something up, set a fun collaboration up, you know, not this month, maybe next month. It'll be fun. Really looking forward to that. Love Wrangler Star's videos. Couldn't believe it when I found out that he watches mine with his son too, which is just even more awesome. Let's get rid of that glove. Sam. I have a runny nose. Oh my goodness. Sorry, you're gonna spend the entire show listening to me sniffle snot. Okay, you ready? Harder. So we're going to start drawing the cheeks out. We're using a top fuller for this. We're not using a runny nose. This is horrible. We're not using a bottom fuller because it's a little bit of a pain to line up. Okay, I need to focus more on this side. Great. We're now going to release it in a cupping tool. I can give it a brush. Okay. Thank you. Come all the way around. I'm going to redrive it just a little bit so that I can keep forging it. Sam? Thank you. Lovely. There we go, it's off. Sam, do you mind doing me a favor? Filling that up with water. Appreciate it.
There's a super chat about AVE collab. Any views?
I'll have a look.
Ugh. Any news on the AVE collaboration? Or do I have any plans to visit the US? I'm not sure if I'm going to make any trips to the US this year. In terms of the AVE collaboration, he indicated that he wants like an Axaroon, and when I can get around to it, I want to make him one. That'd be a lot of fun. So in terms of any news on it, none really. I'm just very short on time right now. This making 75 hammers has been a little bit of an interruption in the schedule, and everything always takes so much longer than you want it to. Always. Everything is so time intensive, every project that's undertaken, which is fine. And it's going to be great once we're really into the swing of things of just doing the YouTube videos. I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. Can't wait. Make all sorts of fun projects. How many Damascus tools have I made? 15 and a half. I don't know. I don't know how many Damascus tools I've made. Would you ever go on the show Forged in Fire? How many times do you reckon that question's been asked? Sam?
At least 3 times an hour.
3 times an hour. So that's probably actually pretty accurate.
Apparently I'm losing weight.
You're a what?
Losing weight. Losing weight.
Apparently Sam's losing weight. It's probably just the lens. Oh, burnt. No, actually, in all honesty, you probably are. He only ate 1 marshmallow today. He turned around as he ate it. He turned around, I'm like, hey Sam, you know, I call him for something. He turns around half mouth. It's pretty funny.
Someone said, why aren't you using my forge today? Because there's not one here anymore.
Why don't I get all the nice things? I don't. Stuck with my forge. And my forge is coming apart. I hopefully want to spend a day next week and finish it. Like fix it, because I'm going to be going to Serbia. And that's a problem if this forge keeps getting worse. But it's a great opportunity for me to let some more refractory cure. So I think I'm going to try and rip the forge apart maybe Wednesday next week and cast some more refractory. Super chat. What's it saying?
It just says to Super. Where does the money from Super Chat go?
Oh, well, thank you. It just goes to me.
I think YouTube
great.
has taken a small cut somehow, but
Yeah, YouTube will take some of a cut of it. But otherwise. Somebody said to get a hold of Jesse James. That would be pretty cool. Jesse James makes Damascus Steel 1911s, which are pretty sick. Right, you ready, Sam?
yeah. Ollie Taplin said, have a beer on us. Are you up for a shop visit?
Well, thank you very much, Ollie. Really appreciate it. Sadly, I don't drink. Do you drink at all, Sam?
Sorry?
You don't really drink much, do you? No. Sorry, guys. And sadly, I don't generally do shop visits. I really appreciate the donation. How much of a donation was it? How horrible is it for me to...
20.
Well, I do really appreciate the donation. But I don't generally do the shop visits. It takes up a lot of time. My work schedule, like part of doing all this stuff is you're in and out. Steel supplier, getting oxygen, screws, fixings, that kind of stuff. And so me knowing when I'm in the workshop to coordinate something like that is difficult. I'm sure you can appreciate. But know this. I ordered a delicious pizza earlier. I had a delicious pizza. Got Sam a delicious pizza. And your wonderful little donation there has funded. Sam, I would argue that it was probably an incredible meal.
Damascus bricklayer trowels, can it be done?
That's a cool idea. Damascus bricklayer's trowel, that could be done. It's feasible.
Much love to you both. Thank you for doing so much awesome work and keeping me entertained. I'll drive an 18-wheeler truck over the road.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you.
1,500 people watching.
1,500 people. That's great. Wonderful having you all here. And I dropped my beeswax. Ooh.
Alec, you call the striker, I'm assuming they're saying striking tool. How do you call the striker? The question is, how do you call the striker? And I'm assuming it's not...
How is it spelled? Cool.
Huh?
Cool?
How do you cool it? You know?
How do you cool it? I cool it in a beeswax and graphite solution. The graphite not only... Well, the beeswax cools it, the graphite lubricates it, but also means that, you know, it'll... So basically it doesn't get stuck quite as easily. And the beeswax helps carry the graphite into the hole. That makes any sense. Okay, we're almost hot. We're almost ready to go. Right, what else are people saying, Sam?
People want to see Sam's tattoo.
Ah! Go on, Sam, you take the stage. Show him the tattoo. Look at that. That was all the rage when you got it, wasn't it?
Many years ago.
Do you ever read the Twitch comments, or do you only read the YouTube comments? Well, I tell you what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up Twitch on this phone so I can hang out with the people that are on Twitch there. Otherwise, we only have the YouTube app. Right, let's open up chat. And we are now looking at the Twitch chat exclusively here.
Someone's asked about the boots.
So what kind of boots are you both wearing?
What kind of boots am I both wearing? Damn it. The whole idea was that nobody would see that today is the first day I'm ever not wearing cowboy boots.
Half dead. Alec.
I don't want to talk about my boots. I'm embarrassed. I just spent a whole day without wearing cowboy boots. These are just, what do you call this type of boot? Like combat boots? Like a pair of combat boots. I was training this morning. Pretty good fun with the old self-defense group in preparation for this Serbia trip. And I thought I'd be efficient and just take one set of shoes. You ready? But let's not dwell on the fact that I'm not wearing cowboy boots for the first time. However, it doesn't matter. Just hit it harder. No, harder. I don't think you've understood. Okay, and then like twice as hard. Let me just put my head right in line with where your hammer is. Conk. Beautiful. Thank you, Sam. Ah! Almost took out the GH5. Fantastic. Go all the way around. Good fun using the Brazil hammer tongs, which work admirably. Lighter, please, as we go onto the diagonals. Fantastic. So yeah, it's been a good week. When do we finish up the hammers?
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. Okay, we're good. Wait. There we go. So that's very satisfying to get those out of the way. Obviously, apart from this. But this is out of the way soon. I'm already pleased. The UK orderers have already been receiving their hammers. I've been getting some nice messages, so I appreciate all of you guys. I'm looking forward to hearing from the overseas people that ordered once they receive theirs. Thank you very much. Alec, live in the same city as you guys. Can I send you stuff? I guess you can. People do, because it's not impossible to find out where the workshop is. I'm gonna have to do a video soon about all the stuff I've been receiving, because I've received a flag every single day this week. So there's gonna be like a whole video about the stuff. Like, I mean, it's just been flags galore, which is great. What is the pizza place? It was ZZ's on Tombland. I ordered it through Deliveroo. And this was not a paid advertisement for Deliveroo. That would be handy though. I should try and get a Deliveroo sponsorship. Be good. But it was ZZ's. It makes delicious. Sorry? Oh. Wonderful. What's that?
I'd like to buy a knife from you if you ever make it.
Very sorry to say, I don't take orders, and I'm not selling any of my work currently. I do apologize. Very kind of you that you do want to buy a knife, though.
I've got a microphone coming very soon.
He does. He bought himself the same microphone as me and spent how much less?
Back then.
He paid about half the price. Thanks. That makes me feel real good.
Sorry?
Nah, don't worry about it. It's on Google. I mean, you can. Who is it? You can block them for it as punishment.
1338.
Damascus pattern. Theoretically, that's possible. Very pleased you got to run a coal forge for the first time. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name. I've never made any sort of box before. Somebody asked that on Twitch. Right, you ready, Sam? Woo! There's a lot of dragon's breath coming out. It is hot. Right, you ready? lighter. Oh wait, sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Hitting this all backwards. Doing this in wrong orders. Wait. Yeah. Thank you. I'm out of practice. I haven't made a hammer with a striker in a while. March 1st, maybe the last completed hammer with a striker. It's always good fun though. Okay, lighter. Thank you. And hard again. Woo! Give it a quick brush. Need to go, on the tops we're pretty good, need to go a little deeper here. Actually no, one here. Could you hit on my side of the top fuller? Great, it's pretty close. What we're now going to do is we're going to drive the drift and we're going to start forging out the cheeks. That'll be very good. Which side am I going to go? I'm going to go on this side. So what does next week entail exactly? Thank you, sir. Have I ever tried to make a Damascus Cutlass? It's used by Jack Sparrow. Now that would be a great one. That would be a great sword to make this month. Because, is there a new movie? Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
There is?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not I'm not quite up to date with all of this stuff. It's because I have my face in a power hammer all the time. Or in Final Cut Pro editing videos. I didn't mean to say face in a power hammer as if I'm getting hit by the power hammer. To clarify, I mean face in the power hammer as if I'm working on the power hammer. So I wasn't particularly aware of that, but apparently there's a movie. Is this the first ever Pirates of the Caribbean? I've never heard this.
It's like the fifth.
Were there Caribbeans in...
Fifth movie.
The fifth?
Yeah, we've done it for years.
I'm out of touch. I'm joking, I knew there was Pirates of the Caribbean. What's that? What's the last one?
Dead man. Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead men tell no tales.
Dead Men Tell No Tales is apparently the title of the movie. See if we can look up the...
I think it's out.
Dead Men Tell No Tales Cutlass. Let's see if we can find anything. I wonder if we can. How many people are watching? 1,500. Great having you all here, guys. Okay, that's like a video game forum. That's not telling us anything. I'm sure somebody can find us some info on that. Grooved grilling plate for steak. That's a cool idea. Gonna cool off this bottom fuller so I don't burn myself when I pick it up. There we go. Make sure that we're all set up here. And I dropped it. Hey, it's the first one for the Alec Steele drinking game today. And the second. Bottom. Right, you ready, Sam? Let's do it. Okay, let's try to drift. Itch my nose. Are you ready? focus. Yeah. All right, ready? Yep. Good stuff. Another one to me. Wonderful. So now, I'm going to put a cupping tool in. Clean up the faces so we have as minimal grinding as possible. Ah! There we go. Release it. Wonderful. Now we'll turn it upside down. We'll go into the opposite side, making sure that I know which one it is on the next heat. Into the forge she goes.
When you're hammering, does your piece ever pick up any slag?
When I'm hammering, does it ever pick up any slag? Yes. Oh, well, I think I have a cold. It doesn't necessarily pick up slag. Slag usually refers to impurities that aren't in the steel itself. If that makes any sense. No, poor way of phrasing it. Okay. What I could explain is as follows. The steel is oxidizing constantly, and it continues oxidizing while it's forging. In terms of picking up impurities, it doesn't really, because there aren't any impurities around here, apart from the oxidation that has fallen off the steel, and that won't work itself deep into the steel. What'll happen when you forge a piece, you can hammer the scale in, it only goes in at a surface level, and it can be ground out. The reason I'm cleaning it is to make sure that the scale, which is harder than the steel because it's iron oxide, it's very brittle, doesn't get hammered in too deep to the point that I have to grind down a lot of the rest of the material to get past that. If that makes any sense, to get down to the actual metal. Looks like people are talking about, are people talking about the swords? Ah, we found the sword. Great, thank you very much. I'm going to open that in my browser. So this is kind of what it looks like, Sam. Cutlass.
Okay.
Interesting.
Very long and thin.
Sorry?
Very
Long,
and
thin, with a big, like,
It's like a
what do you call that thing on the handle?
hand guard.
Hand guard?
Technical name.
That's all right. Right, you ready, Sam? Right, let's go. Thank you, sir. And now I'm going to go into this high spot. Beautiful. Into the middle. We're creating three valleys and 4 ridges here on this piece. Now I'm quite happy to go ahead and pull this out. We'll now release it in the cupping tool. Again, I want to get this as clean as possible, especially since we're going to be grinding this on this show. I want to make sure that I can get that done as fast as possible. So I'm going to really make sure that put a good effort in keeping that clean. There we go. You ready, Sam?
Yeah.
Okay, strike over to my left hand. Great, we can release that. I'm going to itch my nose again. And we're going to go back in the forge. So.
Francois Candela says hello from France.
Hello from France. Who?
Francois
François.
Candela.
François Candela. Bien vu. My French is poor. I can't think of what to say next. So we will say nothing. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a heat and I'm going to reduce the trough lines ever so slightly after dropping it on the ground. That's one for the Alex Steele drinking game. So we're going to go into the trough lines. I don't need to heat it up massively. I don't need to do too much work in those trough lines. Okay, let's take a glove. Just looking at the time.
Alec,
Yo.
make a Damascus lightweight or anchor for your boat.
No. No. Rust. Rust would happen. Rust would happen massively. It would be cool. Ow, that anvil is hot. But it would rust, and it then wouldn't be cool in a very short amount of time.
Is it possible to buy a shirt?
Is it possible to buy a shirt? Look in the description of the video. There's a link. You can go straight to the merchandise store, where indeed you can buy a shirt. Thank you for asking. You ready, Sam? To me. Thank you. To me again. Thank you. Now we're gonna hit the diagonals. Perfect. Lovely. Outstanding. Other side here. Okay, to me. When I say to me, I'm asking him to hit at like this angle. Give that a little brush. To you. To you.
To me.
Yeah. To me. To you.
To me.
What was that?
Chuckle Brothers.
Chuckle Brothers.
Lost on 95% of the audience.
I know. It's a very small subsect of. How long were they on TV? You would have been.
I went to see them live.
You saw the Chuckle Brothers live.
On my birthday.
What?
I went on stage.
How old were you?
Oh, about 10.
Woo!
I met them in a club.
What?
I've got a picture.
You met the Chuckle Brothers at a club?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
All Chuckle was just downing whiskey all the time.
That's very funny. Well, that kind of spoils the... Well, doesn't that spoil the image you have of the Chuckle Brothers, though?
Yeah, yeah.
Goodness gracious. That is very funny. Ah. Right, so this heat, we're now going to be switching fullers. We're going to be using a larger fuller, much wider. So I'm going to set that up, make sure it's ready. I'm also going to set up
Thank
these...
you, Marco.
Marco, thank you. Does he have a question?
No.
Are you kidding? This is Ben. Now, if you know the Chuckle Brothers, you'll understand why that's funny. You got to focus it. Hang on. That's Ben who's helping with the Chuckle Brothers. What is the sign? What is the hand sign they're doing? Oh, one of them's got a cigar. That's funny. Well, you spoilt my childhood memories of watching the Chuckle Brothers. I thought still to this day they'd be, moving furniture and dropping things. Apparently no. What a shame.
Sorry to ruin that.
Yeah.
Everyone's jealous of you.
Really, they are? How close to ready are you, Sam? This is like the second last heat. This is where it gets important. This is where the hammer starts to pop. Sam, you need to be looking this way, because we're going to be moving fast once we're ready. Go. Big fella, please. It's on the seat. It's on the stool. It's okay, I'll get it. Thank you. Right. Strike hard, please. Nice. You've got a bias to me, slightly. Perfect. I'm going to work up. Lighter.
Sorry.
It's all right. That was bad timing on my part. I could have said it a little earlier.
Lighter.
No, harder. Come on, Sam. I'm joking. No, that was perfect. No, we're just planishing it at this stage, so you're doing well. Were you about to hit me in the head there? Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, lighter. Perfect. Planishing, cleaning it up. Good stuff. We're going to do one more here just to even out those lobes. Lovely. And. While we got heat in it, we're going to hit the trough lines with the drift inside. That supports them pretty well. So I know where I put my fuller. Here we go. I'm going to come right there. Bada boom. Bada boom. There we go. Lovely. Look at that. Now we release in the cupping tool. This is starting to look like a style of hammer that Matt Marty used to make. Pretty cool. Here we go. It's right over there. Have you been using that GoPro angle at all?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, make sure that we're pretty square. Any adjustments I need to make? Not really. So we're going to grab the big fuller. That is a nice looking shot, isn't it?
The light's perfect.
Yeah. That light is just crisping up all the edges wonderfully. That's a high quality light feed right there. Woo! So now we flip it over and go to the other side. Now, I'm also going to make sure that I don't oxidize this too much. So, as we get into these finishing stages, a couple things I'm going to do to make sure that we're getting this to be as clean as possible. Turn down the forge a touch. Don't need as much heat for this. And I'm going to pull it out, not when it's yellow, maybe when it's kind of a high orange. Not a lot of forging to do at this stage. Put the drift in, do the same thing on the other side. Easy, it's going to be good. Whew. Good fun, good fun. Even with talking, this is going to be a sub 1 hour hammer. What was that saying? Da, 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 da. How many times did you film your floor roll before having the one you put in yesterday's vlog? Well spotted. I don't know why I headbutted the camera. Well spotted. I think I did. I think that was the first take. But I edited it a few different ways, and I ended up just doing the one little snippet, Easter egg in the video, rather than putting the whole roll in, because it was a little ridiculous and wonderfully childish. I just had the urge to do a roll right then. And so I set up the camera, and I'm like, well, I can either just kneel down and talk to the camera, or roll into the camera and then talk to it. I wanted to roll in and start talking straight after the roll. However, I wasn't quite good enough at the roll to be able to do that. I needed to recover.
Let's remind people of why we're making a hammer.
Oh, great. Why are we making a hammer? We're making a hammer because I just haven't made enough hammers lately. I've been having a desire. I don't know why. Haven't made enough. You know? It's just been such a long time since I've made a hammer, so I felt I needed to make one. No, the reason is that in the last hammer order, I miscounted by one. So we have one more to make. That's fine. And which is pretty fine, actually. This is a nice way to round it off, isn't it, Sam? Like, you know, there's the production work, and it just leaves a little bit of a sore taste in your mouth. That's funny. Okay, it leaves a little bit of a sore taste in your mouth once you just do the production work. Because it's tiring and you do the same process 70 times over. This is a nice way to round it off, because this is really fun. Really fun to do it this way. I wouldn't want to do 70 this way. Sam, would you want to do 70 this way?
Not unless I was getting paid everything for it.
Sorry?
Not unless I was getting paid everything.
Oh, paid everything for it. Hey, I forgot, I wasn't set up.
Where's camera 2 gone? Where's camera 2 gone?
That's GH5 out of battery. Don't worry about it, we're about to go.
Draper said, wanted to say thanks for the positive attitude even when you fail. Sam, all the fans love you too. Ha. Great work.
Thank you very much, Brian. Right, you ready, Sam?
I'm ready.
Here we go. See, it got a little more oxidized than I'd like. My own fault. Poor planning.
What do you want in? Fuller?
Big one. I'll grab it. If it's not hot, you can take it. Here we go. Let's go.
Wrong way or the wrong way?
Wrong way. Wrong way. I'm joking, It's good. Lovely. Yeah, that GH5 doesn't have as good a battery life as those other ones.
Does that hop up on the GH4 fit on the bottom?
Yeah.
Battery pack?
It does.
Yes.
Wait, what are you asking?
That thing?
No, it doesn't. It's the bodies are slightly different. Sorry guys, we're talking cameras. I film my videos with a Panasonic GH5, and with the live shows we also have GH4s. Used to have a Sony RX-10 II, but it died. I wouldn't blame it, to be honest. Filming in this workshop, you just want a, poor camera. Like it could be on a beach somewhere. No, it's inside a grotty little workshop. Lighter, please. Poor existence. To me, please.
Someone's just donated $100.
Woo! Thank you very much.
We're not reading your comment, though.
Do you want me to read it?
No. Yes, you can read it.
Hey Alec, love the channel and all the work you do. One day I hope to get started as a hobbyist, and your film teaching has been awesome. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you so much. What's his name?
Joven.
Joven. Thank you, Joven. I really appreciate the donation.
Eric Joven.
Eric Joven.
I'm sorry. I couldn't even hear it that well. Eric
Joven.
Joven.
Eric Joven.
Vun.
Joven.
Yeah. No, I know the Joe before. I'm just trying to clarify the last bit. Sorry. Thank you, Eric Joven. I really appreciate it.
Look at that shot. Get rid of that.
What? Oh, God. It's me trying to hold a drift. Was that a bad one?
It sure are. It was the GoPro.
It was the GoPro shot, I know. God. Sorry, gentlemen. You got to grip this thing kind of weird. Hold on to it. Or you have, like the person that's helping you out, hold it. That's always really helpful. Sorry, I'm passive-aggressively referring to you.
I was a little busy.
Oh, I apologize. He was looking at pictures of horses on his phone. We haven't done a Damascus one, though. That's a good point. Right, Sam, you got to turn around. We're almost ready. Need your help.
Trying to get it to focus. It's not focused.
Focus area is wrong. There we go. We good?
That's better, huh?
Much more better. Okay, medium, please.
Medium?
Yeah. Lovely. Gonna knock it off. And now what I'm going to do, I mean, I'm going to do like a hobo normalize. Just I want to clean up the other things too. What I mean by a hobo normalize is, okay, I'm going to let it cool down a little more, is I'm going to heat it back up to just a red, but there are some things I want to crisp up, so we're going to do some really light blows here with a small fuller. Crisp that all up, and then we're going to let it air cool. And we're going to have an intermission once that's air cooling, because we need to move all of this equipment inside the other end of the workshop, set it up for the grinders, because we're going to be grinding this, finishing it, heat treating it, handling it, charring the handle, and then rounding off. It's going to be good fun. It is going to be good fun. So I'm going to read some more comments there. What is going on Twitch? How are we all? Right, what's going on in YouTube comments? You guys have your intently reading them.
Can you make the sword break a dagger?
Can you make a sword break a dagger? Well, we could make a dagger out of butter. A butter dagger. Oh, I thought you said, can you make a sword break a dagger? A sword break a dagger? I've never heard of that.
I assume it captures the blade and snaps it.
That is scary.
That would probably be classed as some sort of
Prohibited.
knife here in England.
So
With the serrations, they could call it a zombie knife.
Yeah. No,
In which case it's prohibited.
No. You're just not allowed to call it a zombie knife. You could make a pen knife and call it a zombie killer, and you wouldn't be allowed to have it.
Well, part of the features that they talk about in on the website is stuff like serrations and green paint. Because we all know that green paint on a knife makes it 3,000% more deadly. As well as the text that says Zombie Slayer. Because Zombie Slayer text has caused so much pain in the world. Think of the zombies, please!
Text does more damage than the knife.
Just please think of the zombies. I'm just looking forward to the day that we make murder illegal, because that's going to solve all the problems. That's a joke.
I got the joke.
You got the joke?
I got the joke.
Okay, good. I'm sure you guys got the joke too. Woo! Neon green paint specifically. So olive green, it's good. It's fine.
Military.
Olive green, it's fine. Neon, woo! Uh-oh, that rag. Pass me that rag. We need to get rid of it. Pass me it. This needs to go. This is a neon green rag. Oh my goodness. Okay. We've got to dispose of this safely. This neon green rag could kill somebody.
You're doomed in the UK if the zombie apocalypse comes.
I know.
To make anything.
We won't be able to defend ourselves against the zombies. Zombie killer rag. Right. Almost hot. I'm just going to bring it to a red. Lots of brushing. Sam, are you ready? If you come around here.
What am I doing?
Well, you know what you've been doing for the last hour?
Chatting.
Pretty much.
Having a jolly time, old boy.
Is that the first time I ever heard you do an American accent?
That wasn't American.
What was it?
I don't know.
Give that another shot for the audience.
It's supposed to be British, quite well spoken.
Yeah, that's
a good time.
quite.
old boy.
Could I have a medium blow, please, old chap?
Okay.
Jolly good, fabulous, thank you. Jolly good, old bean. I dare say I'm very jealous of the person that gets to keep this fine hammer.
Fine.
It is rather fine.
Most exquisite is the word you're looking for.
Most exquisite, I say. Splendid, just splendid. I say it's a rather exemplary creation.
What's being a little facetious?
I'm not being facetious. How dare you insinuate such a terrible thing? One should be very ashamed to insinuate wrongly. Yes, yes. Funny thing is to a lot of people, that's exactly how I speak.
Oh my God, you're so fun!
There we go, ladies and gents. Sam Fowler, as a 13-year-old girl from California. Can you do the whole rest of the show like that? It sounds very funny. Oh my goodness. Okay, one to me. Polish that up. Oh.
Flag pattern Damascus belt buckle. That's where you did that.
A what?
Flag pattern Damascus belt.
I've made flag pattern Damascus belt buckle. If I have time next week, I want to make another flag pattern Damascus belt buckle. But I've done the US flag. Look at that, ladies and gents. I say that is one fine creation. Fine hammer. Sam, thank you very much. Got to do a low down handshake. Really appreciate that on wonderful striking. Wonderful. We're going to let that cool down. I'm going to read some comments here.
Someone said, that's Sam in a nutshell. Wait, what am I doing? Hey, get a close up of Sam's tattoo.
Right. Sam, come on, show 'em off.
I've only got one.
Yeah, go on, show them the tattoo. They want the shirt, they want the...
I'm not
Someone
taking my
asked for the
shirt
shirt off earlier, but...
Wait, this is the wrong
You're
view.
not looking at that.
This is the wrong camera. No, but you're on the wrong view.
Oh yeah, so
There we go, look at that. That's tribal. What is that, Maori? Oh my goodness, it goes on. Holy moly, Sam. What is this?
expensive paint.
You probably spent 80 quid on that.
Yeah.
How much does a tattoo like that cost?
What's
that?
£60 an hour?
Oh, yeah.
£50 an hour, something like that?
We don't have to shout anymore, just to let you know.
Sorry, I've got my hearing protection. What?
But it, like, what does it say in Maori? Probably says something really meaningful.
Probably a takeaway.
Like, the beach is life, you know, or something just really...
I can't, it's so memorable.
Yeah,
You can't remember.
I can't remember.
quite.
It's like putting something in a safe place.
Yeah. It's got to be so safe that you don't even know where it is.
We're not ending the show yet, Toby. We've got to grind the hammer.
Yes, we're not ending the show. Stay here.
There'll be a short intermission.
We're going to have an intermission where I play a video that you guys have seen before, while this cools down. But I'm going to hang out here for a minute or two.
We're really good to you like that. We
What?
didn't make something special.
What do you mean?
We just a video that you've all seen before.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't make anything out of the ordinary for you. No green screen magic. But I think it's a fun one to look back on. It's the kukri. Kukri. So that'll be fun. But let's read some more comments.
Yeah, between kukri and cookery. Unless you're in Birmingham.
I don't get it.
Kukri.
Kukri in Birmingham.
That's Liverpool.
Liverpool. That it. Basically. Liverpudlian. Liverpudlian. I'm a Liverpudlian.
No, you're getting a bit Scottish now.
You're just around all over the place.
Yeah.
Just north of.
From the beginning of the word to the end, I do the tour of Britain. Okay, great. This is still more comments. Good comments coming in because I need to think of something to do because this interlude is only going to last
60 seconds for something we could make in 10 minutes.
right now.
Yeah, right.
No, this is going to take less than that
You
to
reckon?
cool down. Yeah.
Okay.
This will just take minutes to cool down. Right. Do Geordie. What is a Geordie accent?
Why, aye, man.
What? Give it a go.
Why, aye, man.
Why I man? Where is Geordie?
Newcastle.
Newcastle? That just sounds Liverpudlian. There was a time where I did a lot of accents on the show, just trying, just for fun. That was fun. How's my Yorkshire? Yorkshire? No? You guys are looking at me as if I don't want to try to do the accent. Where is the orange tape today? I need to actually, this is really funny. Do you have it? Somebody sent me jean duct tape. Duct tape with jeans on it. It's not actual jeans. I don't know where I put it. It's not like actual jean material, but it's printed as jeans. Pretty epic. Yeah. Sorry? Okay, come on now, jean duct tape. Ah! We've lost the jean duct tape. I think at this point, like, the jean duct tape thing is getting a little stale, so...
If we find it.
If we find it, we'll show you.
Somewhere.
Somewhere?
That's the interesting part, somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know where it is. But somebody sent me duct tape that has jeans printed on it, which is pretty cool. So that was wonderful. Hey, John Coffey has the same shirt on as us. That's pretty cool. It's all three of us are matching.
John Coffey's sending me a picture.
Sorry, what?
No, it's not. Is he?
Oh, the painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Is that John?
I think that is John Coffey.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
He's sending it here though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Great. I'll try and take care of it when I unbox it. I'll try not to do my Sharpie special. Make sure that you write on it, no Sharpie special.
Damascus Cutlass frames.
Damascus glasses, I really want to. It'd be so difficult though.
Yeah. Because of
like,
how accurate you've got to be for the lenses.
I don't know what I'd do. What? Like with plastic glass frames, as far as I understand, they heat them up. They kind of stretch a little bit,
Yeah.
and you pop it in.
They've normally got a little lip all around the inside to hold the glass.
And try and pop mine out.
Probably not a good idea because they may not pop back in.
What?
No, it's kind of popish.
No, no, they're glued in. You.
Sorry?
They're glued in.
They're not glued in.
Mine don't.
No, they pop in and out.
Do they?
Yeah. It's just that when you heat it up, it's supple enough that it can. The issue with the Damascus ones is that wouldn't be able to work. So I'd need to just...
Welding.
Sorry? Yeah, you're shouting really loudly.
556 welding says I bet you can't do a Texas accent.
Texas accent. It kind of needs to be off the cuff to really be good. If you watch my Twitch streams, you're familiar with my Texan accents. You know, I really put on the Texan accent once in a while. Like every other sentence. Okay, Sam, I think this is cold enough for us to take our 7-minute interlude. So what we're going to do, everybody, is we are going to show you the cookery video, which is going to be lots of fun. You're going to see part 1 of making the kukri. This is a video from, what, a month and a half or so ago. It's a great video. I think you're going to enjoy it. And we'll see you in a second. Great. Hello, welcome back to the workshop. It's fantastic to have you here again. So by popular request, today we're finally, at last, going to be making a kukri. I've never made a kukri. I have no idea how to make a kukri, but I'm going to try because that's what it's all about. And I'm super thrilled that you're here to join me along the way. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. So I'm forging this out into a rectangular profile before letting it cool down nice and slowly in the forge. Then I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the angle grinder, a 9-inch angle grinder with a hard disc, take off all the scale, bring it to true material before cutting it up into probably 4 or 5 pieces on the bandsaw. have my 4 pieces of steel here cut up. They're the same length, and I'm gonna etch them, orient them, and stack them together. But I got an issue here. This is too small. This is only about 4 pounds in weight. I think once I draw this out and then make it into a kukri after doing that weld, this isn't gonna be enough. So what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna stack up another billet of steel, draw it out, weld it, make it the same size, weld it to this before drawing it out altogether. Not estimating how much material I need to take and not having enough material. Well, that's actually the problem I had earlier when I decided to weld on some more material. But right now I switched into the opposite problem. I have way too much material. So this, what is meant to be a kukri, it's gonna be enormous. It's gonna be huge. Goodness, I am exhausted. What an awesome day. Massive amount of fun, exhausting. You have that great rush you have after a really long, tiring, exhausting day, and the best thing is, I've still got to go home and edit this video. Oh well! Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Massive amount of fun. This is part 1. If you're watching in the future, be sure to watch part 2 here. Otherwise, it's gonna be blank if you're watching today. And of course, go watch some other videos and hit this round thing and hit subscribe. It's a blast as ever to be making videos as close to every day as possible for you wonderful ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we move on to part 2 of this gigantic, enormous Damascus steel kukri. Thank you for watching. Hello everybody, we're back. Welcome. I'm gonna cool this the rest of the way down. It's still a little toasty. How are we all? How did you enjoy the intermission? I thought it was fun. We set up. We didn't like destroy all my camera equipment.
All the lights?
We destroyed all my camera equipment. No, it didn't. It was pretty good. Here is the hammer, if you can't remember. If you have goldfish-like memory. It's looking pretty good.
I just moved it in the sun.
I'm gonna go wider with it, I think. Phew. I think we're good. And yeah, so it's great having you all here. If you guys just shout out interesting comments at me, I'm going to start grinding. And yeah, I mean, I don't really know how much more there is to say. I'm going to start on the round side and then I'm going to go to the flat. I'm going to start with a 60 grit belt. I'm going to go 120 after that. From there I'm going to go to a trizact. And I do like to do a pretty good bit of finishing before I go to the heat treat. That way I then have to do even less finishing after the heat treat, which is good. Because I heat treat with a torch, we do a flame hardening. So it's super easy. You know, we're using a 1040 steel. This is EN8. I really like using this steel. Now, if I had access to it, I would probably prefer 1045, but... What? What was he doing?
My glasses fell off my head and ended up like there.
Oh. I'd rather use 1045, but there is a perk to the EN8, the 1040 steel, and that is because it does have a little less carbon. It makes the heat treating process super easy because it's such a stable material. Even once it's hardened, all I got to do is I've got to harden it, and that's it. I've not had any of my hammers chip. I really hope nobody else's have, but it's pretty good. And a large number of them have left like this, and I like the way it works. Really nice, simple heat treat. As far as I understand, a lot of hammers in industry, even when they are made of the 1045 series, that's what they do. You know, the industrial shops in Germany and China, they freaking harden the thing and leave it as is. So it works great for me. I'm pleased that it's working well for them. And so that's all a positive. It's all a positive, especially because it's such a wonderfully readily available material, the 1040 in this country. 1045 in the US is equivalently available. It's used for kind of engineering applications where they need a tougher steel. It's used in hydraulic rams a lot. So hydraulic rams are often a 1045 material, and it works well. It's nice and easy to forge. Obviously, I use different materials for obviously different tools. You've seen me use 4340 when I'm making other tools, which is a tougher steel, much harder to work, has better resistance at higher temperatures, which is why it's so useful on like a punch or a fuller or something like that. But let's do some grinding. I've had enough of talking because I'm just going to start rambling. I was probably rambling about, what, 10 minutes ago? In your intermission, you were able to get a drink, I wasn't, so. Get some water on board, and we're going to get back to work. I'm going to make sure to wear a respirator while I do this. Of course, Sam has his respirator on, so does Ben. Yeah, that's right. I don't know how well you can hear me if I shout. Do you want to have a listen? See if they can hear. But I'm going to start giving this a whirl.
Maybe you can put your microphone inside.
Put it inside. That would be horrible. You just, yeah, exactly. Where did I put the hammer? Oh, there it is.
Dropped it in the bottom of the water bucket, didn't you?
I didn't drop it, thankfully. How many have you dropped in there, Sam?
Only one.
Only the one? Very impressive. Okay, so this is a 60 grit. Can you hear that?
Do it if the audio like just goes mental, just with you grinding.
It won't, it'll cut down. These Sennheiser mics adjust to it pretty well.
Okay, but if it's unbearable for people listening.
Well, they know how to use a volume control button. Come on, I'm at least going to give you guys the respect of thinking you know how to use a volume control button. It'll be fine. On the Twitch streams, I haven't had any problems with it. What tends to happen with this microphone is the term condense. I think it condenses it down. Is that what they call? I don't know, where any really high noises kind of get dropped off. If they don't...
Compressed.
Compressed. If they don't, then, sorry, it's going to be loud. I hope not. Here we go. Hello, my name is Alec. Good, you can hear me. You can hear me. Woo! Okay. So I'm going to grind on the round side of the hammer first. Take off the corner.
And then right here on the belt is a slight bit of a slack belt, which means that I can finish this off, getting the radius I want, by working it all the way around. That's pretty well. I check it's all even. Looks good. Could do a little more here. Wonderful. Right, still hear me? You can actually hear me. That is incredible. And now come onto the flat side, and I hold it kind of open. I want to make sure that it's square. So I do all four sides, squaring the face up with the body of the hammer. Then I drop it down when we radius the faces, making sure that it all stays square, neat, and even. Now, by radiusing off these edges, it means that it's less likely
Oh, Sam. Sam. Hang on a second. Did you put all those back in there earlier?
Huh?
Who put those back in there earlier? Not you? Maybe it was me. I thought I'd picked one out. Uh-oh. I lost it. I have to look again later. People wanted more dropping of things, I guess. Is that right? Sorry, guys.
The reason I'm radiusing the faces is so that once you start using it, you're less likely to put sharp hammer marks in. There are times where you want hammer marks, there are times where you don't. And this, yes, you found it. And this is to make sure that when you don't want the hammer marks, you can better avoid that. So it's got a really heavy radius on it. The whole time I'm looking, checking for square. Pretty happy with that. You know, ultimately I have to work to a certain tolerance level. It's a hand forged piece. Keeping it all perfectly square is impossible. In all these soft lines, there's so much going on. You try and get it as perfect as possible, or at least work out a pretty good average. That right there is a pretty good average. Looking beautiful. It's going to be an outstanding hammer. So. Da-da-da-da. I need to cool this down slightly. So, Sam, if you could do me a favor while I'm changing belts, if you just hold this in the bucket. Wonderful. Round of applause for Sam Fowler himself.
Hold it.
No, in the bucket.
Whew. It's always good once you're using your respirator, right as you're done with the respirator. Uh-oh.
Feedback.
It's because it's on the headphones, so I can hear what they're saying.
Yeah, we're good. But what's interesting is these pick it up really loudly. Like, if you just scuffle your feet, in my ears it's... You know, that's how the electronic inventors go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, always smart when you're using a respirator. Right when you're in the vicinity of all the dust that you're trying to not inhale, you take the respirator off straight away and you take a nice deep breath of it. That's always really smart. It's not. That's bad. I don't want to be able to communicate. So, I'm now moving up to 120. This is a worn out 120. I don't have much strength in my arms. Just pushing the spring down is bad. So that's all pretty fun. I'm going to do the same thing again on the 120 grit. The exact same moves, except I'm removing less material, and I'm really focusing on making sure that it's all good and perfect. Sam, all good in the comments? Any super chats?
Not of late.
No more super chats? Interesting things, people saying, questioning? Okay, guys, you need to work on this. If Sam's going...
No.
That's not good enough. Let's work on it. Let's get some great comments flowing. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to say. Goodness gracious. I should probably get back to work.
We good?
So I shot on the flat on the round, much more aggressive than the slack. Really make sure I'm cutting through all of the scratches from the former grip. Nice. Now up to the slack belt. Work it the whole way around. Keep working, working, working. How many viewers do we have? Right, great having you all here. Just on the round side, now onto the flat. Flat it off, I did the diagonals first. There we go. Then onto the sides. It's just all square, it's looking beautiful. Then on the final pass, I've gone to the sides. This is where we tilt it most. Make sure we've got a good crown there. Lovely jubbly. There we go.
That's 120 grit. Looking good. Now going to switch over to a Trizact. This is a 400 grit equivalent. And that does a nice fine job of polishing her up a little bit. You ready? Here we go. I turned down the speed a little bit on this.
Now slowly blend, blend, blend. All the way around. Then I lighten up. Lighten, lighten, lighten. Lovely. Now I switch to the flat side of the hammer. I do the diagonals first again. Outstanding. And we continue working on. Lovely. 2 more passes. And here we go. She's been ground. I dare say she's looking fantastic too.
You can really tell when you're using that belt.
Yeah?
Like the air, smell in the air.
Yeah?
You should really wear a respirator.
What, with this belt?
With that belt,
yeah, that's a nasty smelling belt. Those Trizacts don't smell good at all. Which is actually pretty handy because it really reminds you that you've got to wear a respirator, which is pretty useful. Okay, I forgot to let you know about this. Let's try and shuffle this back. I've got to use a die grinder. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
There we go. Simple. So, I'm going to be using a die grinder here with a carbide burr. You can always use a strip of sandpaper for this, but a die grinder is so much easier. This is one of the greatest tools I bought in my shop. It's an electric die grinder. If the company paid me loads of money, I'd love to tell you who makes it. I'm joking, I'll tell you who makes it. It's made by Makita, so I've enjoyed it. So I will be using this. Here's the carbide burr. See, people don't know what a carbide burr is. There we go, carbide burr right there. Die grinder. Cheap too, I think I paid like $100 for it. So an inexpensive tool that'll get you out of a lot of pickles.
What, the actual burr?
No, the whole thing.
That's the same. Didn't I acquire it?
Yeah, you got that burr. But like a good burr, if you're gonna buy a burr, don't get a cheap burr, get a good burr, spend like 30 to $50 on it. It's worth it. Okie dokie now. So,
You dropped it.
Great. It'll be fine. Oh, you'll be able to fix that on the final stage. So, I lock that down, I then take this, and I'm radiusing the inside corner of the eye. There we go. Nice thing about carbide burrs is they send loads of really nice little sharp bits of metal right into your arm, which is lovely.
Last time around when I did it, like however you did before, I can't remember what I was wearing, but I took them off, took my jeans off when I got home, forgot to blow myself down with the airline, which you're not allowed to do because it gives you air embolies and life is over.
I want to say something to those of you concerned about our airline. Because I bought the cheapest quality nozzle I could get, it's literally coming out of a 1/4-inch hole. There is not enough pressure coming out of there to hurt you. Sorry, you were saying?
Took them off, and then the next day, because we finished late, the next day I walked into the bathroom and stood on about 3 filings, boom, straight in my foot.
Oh, what, the tiny ones?
Yeah, because I just took my jeans off in the
That's
bathroom.
funny. Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. No, I'll...
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Classes, online classes, can they be viewed offline?
No, you can only stream the online classes. I don't need this anymore. Whoa, have I been talking really loudly? In the intermission,
But it was very
Not as loud as me.
in the intermission, Sam had his hearing defenders on.
Hello?
And we're chatting, and I'm like, yeah, Sam, do you mind just kind of grabbing that light? And he's like, oh, hang on, just pull a little this way, pull a little that way as we move the cart of equipment. Wait, no. And he's like, pull a little this way, pull a little that way. You see my mug of water? That's how it goes. I do the same thing when I have the hearing protection on.
I think everyone does.
What? It's pretty funny. Woo! We got our oxygen.
Adjust some camera.
Ah!
Where are we going to do it? Over there?
I'd just get the wide one pointed in this direction. We'll do the Alec Steele Sam Fowler special here with the heat treat. Sam and I have got this down to a fine art.
So long as it goes well.
Yeah, so long as you don't drop it. Watch out, watch out, watch out!
Oh!
We moved.
Hang you on.
Oh, there goes a HDMI cable. Eep! Ouchie.
Did it kill it?
Further can be
How's
done.
that? What?
Wait.
So confused.
Okay, we're good. We're golden. Just do this. Wonderful. We're good.
We're good. You got a lighter or
What?
you got
Eh?
have you got a flame making device?
I have flame making devices, yes. I do indeed have the flame making device. There we go. Now I've said it properly. That's proper German. Proper Germans don't say a V. Must be pronounced twice. Woo. This thing is hot. Right, you ready?
All right.
I'm going to do the flat side first. I put some hearing protection on. These things are actually pretty loud. Almost knocked it off. Here we go, the Alec Steele Sam Fowler special.
Someone said, how long until you make a hammer with a bottle opener?
Hammer with a bottle opener.
Because most things have a bottle opener.
Oh, I thought you meant forging the hammer with a bottle opener.
Well, it might.
But hang on, I made a with a friend of mine in France who's a blacksmith. We made a bottle opener that was literally like this big. I'll have to dig up the photo someday. And it's even better because I'm like this tall at the time. It's a horsehead bottle opener that's like that big. It was enormous. And I was thinking, well, I guess we could swing something like that as a sledgehammer. Right, here we go. I think I'm having a deja vu. Kind of feels like I've done this before. Wow, it really does. I don't know why. It feels like I've heated hammer faces with torches before. And recently too. Wait for it. Wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So while he cools that down, when we're doing the production work, I usually heat up another face. Keeps it really nice and efficient. For now, however, I just get to hang out with some fire, because fire's cool. And Sam does all the hard work. He finds out whether the bucket's leaking or not.
I usually stand... Let me do it. I usually stand here.
Yeah, right where there's a leak in the bucket. Always much easier to get an even heat on the round face. If I do the flat first. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jesse Bear has donated $20.
Woo! Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate it.
Solitude Soul was wondering if you would think about making Damascus pry bars.
Damascus pry bars. That's a cool idea. That's a cool idea.
About the Damascus Cutlass sword, you could use the guy who built the awesome tool chest to make a handle.
That's a very cool idea too. The samurai carpenter. I love all these wonderful suggestions. Isn't there a trend? Small pry bars, like small EDC pry bars that you keep in your pocket. Never heard of this? No. I think this is a trend. It's the new fidget spinner.
Can't you use like the back of a spoon?
Well, Sam, unlike
Bike tire levers.
I was going to say, unlike you, I don't walk around with a spoon everywhere. So people are going to think I hate you. There we go. Notice how everything went quiet after I said that. When he's like, yeah, Alec, I really hate you.
Yeah, it's all going to come out when I've got my own microphone.
I know, it's terrible. Under his breath, you can hear. Okay, right.
You're just looking at me. No.
Right, let's turn it around to here.
So this is a coarse wheel on here, is it not, or is it a medium wheel?
This is the course, so I'm going to start with the course here. Now this is an awesome thing, I talked about this the other day. This is like a mop. It's got similar like Scotch-Brite pads, except a little more aggressive, and it's stacked all the way around this.
Focus, just hold down the shoot button.
I got it, hang on. Oh wait, no, we're on manual focus. I don't know how much they're going to enjoy this view. It's literally just going to be the rear of me.
Oh, go on to the other one. No, not that one. No, what are we doing over there? Hello.
You good?
Wait.
So this is a coarse one. If you pull that wrench over, sorry, I'm hearing my echo. If you grab that wrench in the drawer. Oh wait, no, it's over here. It's right there. Sorry about that. Thank you very much. Found it. Now I'll be able to switch the wheels over. Here we go. Nice thing is it cuts right through this scale from the hardening so easily. It's very aggressive. They're relatively expensive, about 20 pounds a wheel, 30 bucks or so. Oh, but they are a godsend. You know, especially when it's the production work. Time is the most costly. See, this is where I dropped it earlier. When I dropped that earlier, I made a dent, so I got to fix that. So I'm going to come over to the Trizact belt and grind that out. If you're on this, are you on this?
Yeah, the focus is all over the place.
Hang on. You see that little dent right there? That's the dent that I made when I dropped that earlier, and I'm like, oh yeah, it'll be okay. Nope. I dropped it right where it doesn't want to be dropped. Problemo. So I'm going to put my respirator on. We're about to cut those leads. Watch out, they're twisting a lot.
All right.
Oh yeah, they are.
Let's just help them by the way.
Okay, good. So there's a snooker club nearby, and it's like a 24-hour thing, and they're playing really obnoxious music. Well, it's not. It's actually pretty nice. It'd be nice if you were there. They're playing a blues scale, which would be great, except it's happening all night. I wish neighbors would have some consideration. This is ludicrous.
See, if they play that while you're on the power hammer, it's going to be so off-putting.
Well, it's going to off-put my rhythm. You know, what's so key when you're working on a power hammer? It's the rhythm working with the machine. And if there's people making noises, you can't do it. So it's bad. I'm really sad. I think I should complain to somebody about all the obnoxious noise that my neighbors are making. It's terrible. Sometimes I hear a fan on next door. And, you know, it really grinds my gears. Really does. I wish people would be much more considerate about the noise.
Oh, where are the cowboy boots?
Sorry?
Someone's asked where the cowboy boots.
While you're here, everyone is discussing temper.
Temper?
Your temper. What is wrong with your temper?
I'm just angry.
No, I mean temper as in steel temper.
The steel temper. I discussed that earlier.
People weren't listening.
Well, then go back in time and listen. Uh-oh.
How do you handle venting combustion gases? Do you spy your forge outside the shop?
It is outside the shop.
People working out of their garage.
Be near a very wide open door and have a carbon monoxide detector. Has the noise stopped?
No. That was because you put earmuffs on.
Rats.
Where are the blue hats?
One's in my truck.
Why's that move? Oh, excuse me.
And because we're really concerned about health and safety here, actually I'm not, I'm going to keep the respirator on, I can. Back to this. Sam is very familiar with this.
You've only done that, what, 250 times in your life?
More than that.
You reckon? How many times, what, is it 3 steps that you do?
5.
You also use this one.
5 steps.
5?
The wire brush, including the wire.
Oh yeah, this one won't need the wire brush because it didn't get rusty. Which is good. Because I didn't leave it in a puddle of water. I don't have a particularly watertight roof. Yeah. Here's a medium grip. I really appreciate you making sure that these wear evenly too.
Absolutely fine.
But like right here, you've done a great job of that. Was that your horseshoe?
No, that was the hammers.
This here?
Oh, that bit there is the square side of the hammer. That was the square edge of the hammers.
Oh my goodness. I'm hurt.
Do you ever sand your fingertips?
Yes.
All the time.
I'm part of my manicure process. It's not. Accidental manicure, maybe.
Who needs a nail file?
I'll now do a very fine on this.
I think they wanted to charge me 40 quid each wheel this time. Luckily, they then applied a discount to me, which was wonderful of them. But these things aren't cheap, but they are so good. They leave a beautiful satin finish.
It looks beautiful.
Okie dokie. So, I'm going to take that towel that I had in the other room and I'm going to grab some linseed oil. And I want to use that towel because it's quite an aggressive towel, which means that... Did you know that towels vary in aggression? This one's a pretty aggressive towel.
Apparently
Psychopathy.
S'mores on this show.
Forge is pretty cold though.
I can turn it back on.
I am trying to be healthy.
And I am trying to lose weight, so we'll not have one on air.
Then no one knows.
That's a funny distinction to make. While I was doing a Twitch stream the other day, I was here at the shop and I was really hungry. And I did give in while on the stream, and people did see me eating a few graham crackers. Graham crackers? Graham crackers? I don't know. Quackers.
Just switch camera, can you please, Ben?
Yeah. Got it.
So what I got is I got some linseed oil in here.
Where's it gone?
Great view.
Hang on.
Oh goodness, what's he doing?
It's because it's on manual focus, it keeps flicking through to...
Why do you zoom out a little? There we go.
I don't see you.
Oh, terrible. There we go. And so with this I can have a good little workaround. This is nice. I like this slower way of making a hammer. Just for the one. I wouldn't want to do it. What's he done?
Someone's made an account, Annoyed Resident, and it says, "Hi, I'm from next door, sorry about the noise."
I want to add, in case there's one guy out of the 1,300, 1,400 people watching that's like, what a weirdo, why is he annoyed at his neighbors? Isn't he a blacksmith? Doesn't he make loads of noise? I would like to add, I'm being completely facetious, just because I know one of you is not understood that. Like the rest of you, you're great. And if you didn't understand it, you're still great. I mean, I can't really say you're not. You know, you're watching this video, you must be. I hope you haven't melted this too. He had his phone on the anvil that we're heat treating on. Make sure these are off. Wonderful. There we go. Look at that beautiful finish. Some boiled linseed oil. Does steel marvels. Da 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 da.
What's next?
Well, what's next is don't leave a linseed oil soaked rag on a propane bottle. I'm gonna make a handle. So, I'm gonna set that down gently. Where did I put that handle?
On the table.
Wonderful. Golly, Sam. Wonderful, you're almost wireless.
Almost apart from this wire.
Yeah, apart from the wire.
This very expensive cable that I bought when we first started doing live streams, thinking that'd be really cool, and then we had no use for it.
Yeah, you bought a 4K capable cable, which would be great if I had enough bandwidth for it.
But it's now found a purpose.
Yes, exactly. And also because the Panasonic GH5.
No, actually,
What?
I've just got Sky Q.
Yeah.
Means I can now take it home.
And you're going to live stream from home.
No, Sky Q means I can do 4K TV.
Oh.
Fancy.
How?
I've got to buy a 4K TV.
Oh. If you want to buy a forge to support Sam's 4K TV, go to forgeburners.com. Links in the description below. That about covers it? Are we good?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Great, we're good? Okay, bye. What am I looking for? Are your whittle arms getting a little whittle tired?
Yeah, I'm getting a bit wibbly.
A little bit wibbly wobbly.
Yeah.
Is this sharper? Ooh, this is even sharper. I like that. Did somebody literally just buy a forge?
No, it was that.
Oh, it was a t-shirt. Oakley pokely. That is tiring. I really wish the person that designed this grinder had utilized a little bit of leverage thinking.
You can
No,
make
not that
something.
one.
What's that? Was it my rear end?
I was trying to get this one. Go back, over there.
Okay.
To the camera. This one. No, try to focus because you're ugly.
There you go.
That's better.
I was actually about done talking.
Oh, okay. Just get on with that.
What was I saying? Oh, the grinder could have been designed better.
I'm sure you can make a ladle for it.
Well, I honestly, there's a welder right here, and I have enough material that I could just like weld on a handle right there. Oh, well, you see, I'd just rather complain about it than actually solve my problem, if that makes any sense. Oh, that part should just be inferred, you know, anytime anything's complained about. Like, I feel so, I know there's one person that really thought I was upset that my neighbors made any sort of noise.
So much so they had to make an account.
Oh no, that person was joking, but there's somebody that's like, I am unsubscribing right now. He is so unthoughtful, unempathetic. Doesn't he realize that he's a blacksmith and he makes noise? I think I own 10 pairs of hearing defenders.
Just scattered around the shop from when
I understand I make noise. Right, we're gonna make a handle. And you know what? When you make wood dust, it's also a great idea to have a respirator on. And it's always smart to do that on before your hearing protection. We'll get there. We'll make it through the evening.
Someone sent me 20 quid. Sam has to compare. No, fuck. Oh.
Sam! Sam has to confess.
I shouldn't have read that.
What do you need to confess?
I've no idea. Hang on. Something happened earlier. You know when I was trying to, me and Sam have got this nailed down to an art.
Yeah.
So I go, boom, mine out of the way for the camera. Where is the camera? There. Can you see me?
Did you drop it?
Boom, straight into the side of the bucket. So while whilst you were sitting there on the polishing wheel, I wrote it on my phone and put it in front of the camera saying, I hit the camera with the hand on the bucket. I should have really read that in my mind. I said, what does he mean has to confess?
You can leave.
Okay, see ya.
That's pretty funny.
But this is
But then you have to eat a pie.
we have to order one.
Oh.
But this is obviously an adult show, child show, children-friendly show, and accidents happen, and I apologise for my poor language a little bit. No,
It's okay. We've all slipped up. But okay, you just gotta eat 2 pies as your penance. You're happy with
I
that?
can deal with that.
Yeah, you can deal with that? I thought
I'm
so.
moving this camera. Not deal with this camera.
This is the easiest way to hurt your fingertips. The annoying... Oh. My headphones ran out of battery. And it's making horrible loud beeping noises. Ow! They went out of battery. So now I'm going to form the taper, match this taper to the drift. Okay, it fits in there, now I form the side. Going to profile how I want it. The kind of philosophy here is make the wood as much like the drift as possible. Which camera are we on? So this is how it's starting right now. This is where I am. Got a little bit of air. There's a little bit of air, so what I do is as I make it, I'm constantly looking at it, seeing where I need to hit the material to get as good a fit as possible. You can come onto the corners here. 40 grit belt, super aggressive once you're spinning it this fast. Then have another look. Looking pretty good. I can give it a tap. And then knock it off. See where I'm contacting. Work it some more. Take a little bit off the end. Beautiful. I like that. now going to cut a slot. I'm also going to cut a wedge from a piece of ash. And then I'm going to have this belt still on there. Finish the wedge. Then I'm going to finish this. So I'm going to be over at the bandsaw here. The bandsaw.
Just hit that onto 3 maybe?
Keep at it.
2.
There we go, got a nice piece of ash here. So this is a little thing of ash. Thing of ash is very precise. I'm basically going to take like a 1/4 inch of width, hold an angle and go straight and get a wedge that's hopefully about 1.5 inches long or so, down to nothing, right? So I'll turn this on.
Guess who's real smart and doesn't plug in his bandsaw? Oh, come on. Okay. It's stuck underneath the propane bottle. And around we go. There we go.
See if I can get it first time. Sometimes I need to practice a little. That's pretty good. I'm going to make an extra just in case I snap it. Because I've never snapped a wedge before, have I, Sam?
Never.
Now I'm going to cut the slot here, about 1.5 inches long or so. Take my time. Have a look, make adjustments. There we go. Now we come back over to the grinder, turn this on and finish the wedges. Don't do this at home. It's a great way to get rid of your fingertips. You're a bank robber, don't want fingerprints, do this. I want this to fit in there, tight. It won't. Take a little more off. Still won't fit. Perfect. Also has a slight taper to it. That's not enough. There we go. That's a little better. Where take the corners off so it doesn't split as easily. I'll do the same to this one. If I have a spare. Thumbs up. Perfect. Wonderful. I'm now going to throw a 120 grit belt on there. Hopefully I've got a zirconium belt I can throw up there.
Just hit one, please.
Do-do-do-do. Thank you, Pondy.
Someone suggested using a shop vac to hold small pieces.
That's a cool idea. Or a magnet. I could use a magnet on that.
It wouldn't work on wood.
Wait, what? A magnet wouldn't work on wood? Are you kidding me? Man. I thought all things were magnetic.
So did I.
Huh.
Strange.
Well, that's weird. There we go. There we go. Oh wait, no, I guess these are still on, because I can still hear you. So they beeped really loudly in my ear for nothing. Maybe it was signifying that it's a low battery.
Yeah, probably.
Let me get some more batteries for this. I have an itchy ear. There we go. Good comments coming in, Sam? Yeah, blur.
Magnet on ironwood.
What?
Try a magnet on ironwood.
Try a magnet on ironwood, that's smart.
Someone contact AVE to make a wood magnet.
Wood magnet. Right. Slow it down a little bit. Finish her up. Fantabulous.
We good?
We good. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have your... I can do this myself, actually. I won't need your help.
Yeah, okay. You sure?
You're not needed, Sam.
You sure?
Had enough.
You sure?
I'm sure, my boy. No, I don't reckon I'm going to need your help.
What's happening?
London.
Whew.
Yeah.
What's that?
Police responding to reports of van has been hit pedestrians on London Bridge in central London.
Oh, God.
Talk about it in the chat. On police are on scene.
That's no fun. It's very sad.
Live editing.
We'll just do a little wipe.
Thing of this, you walking past this, I was going and then you walk over to that one.
Okie dokie. So, first thing I'm going to do here, get a little bit of oil on the outside of the handle. What that'll do, a little bit of linseed oil, that'll lubricate it as it goes in. So, I start with a very, ooh, whoa, little glitch there. Start with a very gentle tap. And I just progressively hit harder and harder and harder, making sure that we're square the whole time. There we go, let's have a look. I just got to make sure that it's all where it needs to be. Trouble is, be warned, wear glasses when you do this, because you get oil sprayed all over you. It's kind of annoying.
Someone says I get paid for my hard work.
Sorry?
Someone says I get paid for my hard work.
But Sam is paid in s'mores.
I've yet to actually have a s'more.
Wait, you've never eaten a s'more?
Not here.
Oh my goodness. Have you eaten one in your life?
I probably had a combination of chocolate, marshmallows and biscuits.
Like all within a 10-minute window.
Yeah.
So it kind of works out to be a s'more inside. Okay, great. Give it another 2 hard blows. Lovely. Oh, I think one more could do it. See if it can stop with this. Now, yeah, she's... That's great. Now, this is why I radius... How much can you see? There we go.
Left bit, sorry, it's just
This is why I radius the inside of that eye, just on the side that the handle goes in. Because if you don't, you get this tear out all the way around. And if you get a lot of this tear out, it'll stop the handle advancing up the piece, which can be very bad. Because what I want to do is I want to compress the wood as much as possible, fill as much of the steel as possible, and get a really nice, tight, high friction fit. Now, if there's a step created, because it cuts in rather than feeding the wood in as you drive it, that's a problem, because I'm not going to get the compression inside the eye where it matters. All I'm going to get is a little ledge. What?
Someone says, Sam, you should seriously market the smorge.
The smorge. Dude, send every forge out with a small pack. That's the way to do it. Ooh. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wedge, see where that's going to end up. It ends up almost at the bottom of the hammerhead if it goes all the way down there. And it probably will. It's a nice tight fit. Okay, what I'm going to do to make sure, so basically I want to make sure that this wood wedge stays in there. My philosophy, it's a poor use of the word, my thinking on hammer handling has changed over time and evolved. But basically I go as follows. If I can make a hammer handle fit with a wooden wedge nice and tightly, I want to do that. If it doesn't quite fill it all up the way it should be and get it as tight as possible, then I'll use a metal wedge. But I consider ideal just the wood wedge, because then it always allows the contingency of there being a metal wedge inserted after the fact. If indeed there's like a massive climate change, you know, you go from super humid to non-humid, then you can always put a metal wedge in. But even if there is a metal wedge in, you can always drive it in a little further, and plenty of things you can do to tighten that up, should that ever happen. So, as it gets a little deeper in there, I'll then flip it over, because I can then use the anvil itself, and I'll gently drive it, hopefully without cracking it or splitting it. You know, eventually, as you get tighter, you'll usually get a little bit of a crack in there, which is fine. I'm going to do one more hard one. No, it can do one more. Nice. One more. You know, every time you say one more and then like a problem happens? Like right after you say one more? Thankfully this wasn't that time, but both times happen. This time it actually just went great. So that's a wonderful thing to hear, because that's a really nice tight wedge. I can now wipe off all the schmoo, all the wood glue. There we go. Lovely. What is our timer at now?
2:15, which is bad, really.
Considering all the chatting and the hanging about, I call that great. Wonderful. So now what I want to do is I'm going to grind a radius into this right here. Oh, how much can you see of me? Where am I being filmed? Is it there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that looks really nice color on it too.
It is a really nice color.
That's a nice color. So I'm going to grind like a concave into the end of this. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit, makes it attractive. I also kind of round it off in this direction too with the concave. And I do that on the small wheel of my belt grinder. Man, that's a nice hammer. Can I keep this hammer? Do you just want to do another count, Sam, and make sure that they're all gone?
I'm sure.
Because I think I might need to keep this.
What's in this drawer?
Are you going to try and dig out what we may have spare? No, that's a label.
That's a label. You have a spare label?
Watch out, don't show them it too long, they'll zoom in. You can't zoom in that well.
Well, I found the hammer.
So I think we have one spare. Oh, look, there's a hammer. We might have one spare hammer. I'm not going to say anything more about the spare hammer or sell it or anything yet, just because do you want to give them a sneak peek? Is that what you're trying to do?
Just showing the end.
The end of the handle, teasing them. I'm not going to say anything more about it or decide to sell it just for a little while.
I'm looking at this camera, trying to work it out.
In no rush. Here's a nice one.
It's a lovely one. But don't send messages.
There's also the short-handled one that I'm saving. That might be a trade with a friend. That's cowboy photos.
Aaron Campfire.
Aaron Campfire. Man, that 4.5 pounder is sexy.
I need a 4.5 pound hammer. I've got a shoemaking competition soon.
You mean a 4.5 pound sledgehammer? We don't make those. Wait, you have a shoemaking Royal Norfolk?
I haven't decided whether I'm doing it yet.
And make a cool vlog.
Yeah.
What day is it?
Wednesday, Thursday, 20...
We could tell people you're doing it. We'd probably get a load of people come stop by.
We haven't got a camera on. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm tempted. You get loads anyway, but I'm...
No, but I mean, like, people are going to see you. They're going to be like, it's Sam Fowler!
I don't know, I haven't signed up yet, but I haven't got much time. I've got all
Everybody, does he sign up or not? He signs up for a shoemaking competition.
Practice. If I practice, I'm not going to have time to make the forges. So,
Sam's signing up for the shoemaking competition
your forges might be a few
without practicing. I need a respirator.
I could wear my GoPro on the chesty.
¿Qué pasa?
Wear my GoPro on the...
Go on the chest, yeah.
And on my head.
There we go.
No way.
Right, do a little torching, give it a little blackening. Right. Actually, I need to... Where's your nice sharp rasp? Can I borrow it?
Ha! It's in the van. Do you want me to get it?
Yes, please, that'd be great. Thanks, Sam. I need to tweak the handle slightly. It's got a little bit of...
Explain to people how sharp a 2-day-old finishing rasp.
It's very sharp, until it gets into my workshop, in which case I blunt in it. So there's a slight cant to the handle, just ever so slightly. So what I want to do is I'm going to then take a rasp, and I'm going to file those flats and then radius it over, so that it feels a little more natural with how it is. Sam doesn't like me using his rasps, because it wears them away. You have a burn mark along the backside of your handle. I don't understand that. But when am I going to be taking hammer orders again? I have no idea. I honestly, I'm probably not going to be doing it like I did. If I ever make hammers in the future, it's probably going to be like, okay, I'm going to make 10, and I'll let you know when they're off on the website. Something like that. So I don't count on any time soon me having hammer orders up. Thank you, sir. This is such a sharp rasp. Wow. Is this one brand new?
No, that's the one that you used last week.
Okay, so this is like dull as hell, right?
Yeah.
Checking. It's still sharp.
What did you just say?
I said dull as hell.
Before that.
Then I said joking.
I'm sure you said a swear word, but mine in my ears.
No, I didn't.
No, that's fine.
No swear word. Okay.
We don't chuck that things.
Well, no, you've never said a swear word in your life, have you, Sam?
No, I haven't.
This is actually way duller than it was when I last used it. I don't know why.
What's my favourite piece of Damascus?
The Damascus he made on that horseshoe on his YouTube channel was pretty cool. I don't even know how you did it. Do you?
No. Carefully and meticulously planned.
A nice sharp rasp is a wonderful way to shape a handle. If one ever has a hammer that you don't quite like the feel of, man, nice good horseshoeing rasp. And get you sorted up good now.
I need the good stuff.
Do the same right now. Sorry?
No, we found another Alec Steele.
Oh, is there another one? Go on.
Just gone.
Block it.
It's gone already.
Thank goodness. Good work, Sam. So what seems to happen when one gets a certain number of viewers is silly people think it's super cool to try and copy your profile photo and put Alec Steele as their channel name and then comment on it, which is really ridiculous. It's a sad way of getting attention. But, it gets the attention though because I talked about it. But there are better ways of getting noticed. There we go. And a nice sharp rasp also finishes it off very nicely. One more touch up here. It does leave a nice surface finish. Wonderful. Sam, are you ready for the charring?
Am I doing it?
Dum dum dum. Well, you can help me out with it.
Yeah, okay.
He sat there on his phone, just really enjoying.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you tired, Sam?
No, I'm not tired. I'm not tired at all. I'm just excited.
He's exhausted. Poor little bubba.
Is this on manuals?
Yeah. Where's the gloves?
Oi. There's one right here. Oh, you should imagine you only need the one.
Got it.
Not quite as efficient as we were the other night, are we? I'm going to grab that coarse rag.
Towel. Toweling rag.
Spilling the oil. There we go. Then we'll shine it up, polish it, down, grab some more oil. And that comes out really beautiful. It comes out seriously, seriously beautiful. Wonderful.
Where do you get your Scotch Brite mops from?
Abrasive supplier.
Do you know someone who can supply abrasives to?
Soon, Sam. Are you going to sell Scotch Brite mops?
I might do, the demand is there, but... No.
Trouble is, it's almost the only thing I use it for. Yeah. I sometimes use it on the Damascus Steel, but really hand sanding could do that. Oh my goodness, this is nice. So work the oil in all the way around. Oh yeah.
The rasp is from Savage. The rasp is made by Savage.
Savage, savage.
Edge.
That's just savage.
Savage.
Oh. Let me put this over here so we can get you guys.
Brian's hammer. This is Brian. Comment. Thank you, Alec. I will use this hammer well.
Oh yes.
This hammer is going to Brian the brick.
And he'll be using it well. That's very good to hear. Where's that nice camera? Here it is.
Using it for hand-forged smorging.
Smorging. Always forge your s'mores with your Alec Steele hammer. Okay, is this one on?
No.
3. It is now.
Here we go. That is a beautiful picture, isn't it? Man, Panasonic GH5, great camera. Highly recommend. Also recommend the GH4, much cheaper now also since the GH5 is out. But look at that beautiful hammer, start to finish. Whew, charred handle. Touch mark on it too. Brian, you're gonna love this. Come on, focus, 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 focus.
You can do it.
Focus. Yes. That is just beautiful. I'm thrilled with how that came out. Couldn't be happier. Sam, thank you for all your hard work. Ben, thank you for your great comment moderating. Sam, high five to the camera. Brian, I'm thrilled that you're about to be getting this hammer.
This is beautiful, thanks Sam too.
Just to clear it off, just round it off. If Sam does the shoe competition and Alec does Forge and Fire, doesn't give him a choice.
I think it does give me a choice, to be honest. I think I always have a choice. Everybody wants me to do Forge and Fire. Is there any more news on what happened in London?
Not as far as away. Follow on computer, somebody's new.
Other way. Just refresh. There's loads now.
Ooh.
What do you do with your finished pieces beside hammers?
I keep them usually. On 3.
Is it this one?
No, other one too.
Two, sorry.
There you go.
There's some up there.
It's over there. It's over there. It's over there. It's over there. And when you make a Damascus tooth knife, you can go back to the other one.
We have, don't worry.
Oh, that's fine.
What do they say?
50 mile an hour.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Police are responding to reports that a van has hit a number of pedestrians on London Bridge in central London. Was it London Bridge a few months ago?
No, well, it was Westminster, yeah.
Was that Westminster?
Westminster,
Okay.
not far from there.
This is very sad. 5 people treated for injuries. Now they have really high pavements on those too, on those bridges. Takes some effort to get up onto the pavement.
Yeah,
So,
50 miles an hour.
yeah. 5 people are being treated for injuries. This is really sad. So yeah, I'm very sad that we end on such a sad note. Luckily, no confirmed fatalities yet, which is a bright thing to hear, but obviously a van coming off the side of a road at 50 miles an hour. We can only just hope that they're able to pull through. Sorry to end on such a sad note. Aside from that, it's been a wonderful show. It's a nice hammer. Brian's going to enjoy it. Brian, I'm sorry we ended on such a sad note. Again, we can only from our
I've
forge.
got a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Live show, hammer boxing.
No. It's still hot. I can't put it in a box. But yeah, nothing but greatest regret to hear what happened in London, especially during the show. It's bad. I don't know what to say. Terrible, sad, tragic, horrible.
Someone said a minute of silence.
A minute of silence isn't.
Gonna make a difference.
It's not going to make a difference. Sadly.
Will be. It's not, yeah, so fortunately it's not going to make a difference. No. Apart from respect.
Yeah, quite.
Someone said arm wrestle now.
That can be arranged.
Now this would be a brighter way to end the show. I'm down for an arm wrestle. Are you?
Only for you.
Now remember, I was at the gym this morning, so I'm kind of already a little worn down here. Where are we going to arm wrestle? On this, maybe?
Clear that bench.
This bench?
What would be more fun is if we did it on the diangle.
Because it's hot. Right, this is how we're going to round it off. On this, because it's pretty photos, pretty colours.
Very pretty.
Great. Okay, Sam, here we go. Put it on the table. We are going to...
I don't get them all eared up.
Right, here we go. Standing or kneeling?
Kneeling. Woo.
How we...
It's too far away.
If we go on the diagonal, it'll be fine. If we get rid of this handle. Right. Now, we did do an arm wrestle the other day, and I won. He'll claim he was taking it easy on me.
Only because we were filming.
Yeah. And I got a little carried. It didn't go in the vlog because I got a little carried away with my enthusiasm for it. So, like, do we stay stood up on it? What do you do with our left hand? What is the appropriate way?
I think I'm...
Go for a kneel. Oh, my knees.
Being cross in front of you. Not
Crossing in front, not gripping. Put a fist on the table. Okay, there we go. I have a height impediment, so I should really be able to just like go for it out of the blue. See, look, his elbows are so much longer than mine. So what we're going to do is, I guess, on the go after 1, we go for it. So if you give us like a 3, 2, 1, and then it's going to be...
Do we did before?
Do what?
Do we did before?
Yes. Okay, you ready? So on go.
3, 2, 1, go.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Come on! No! I'll get you.
Right.
We'll do a natural arm wrestle. All right, you ready again?
3, 2,
Watch his
1,
face.
go.
God, he is stronger than me. He was lying the last time. Come on! It's so difficult to not yell really loudly. Golly, no!
Full sense of security.
Great work, Sam. Wonderful. Really pleased to have given you that win. No, I'm joking. He won outright. I have ringing in my ears now. And let me just...
There's a brilliant thumbnail out of that.
What, the arm wrestle?
Face.
Great, well that was good fun. That was good fun. Thank you all for watching. It has been an absolute blast. Ow! I look forward to seeing you soon on the next episode of the vlog. Thank you very much, Brian, for buying the hammer. Thank you very much, everybody that bought hammers. Thank you very much, everybody that watches and enjoys. It's been a blast. Thank you guys for all your help. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.